three major tools you can use to scale your designs. And so super excited to be back live. If you've been on my channel for a while, I mean, I went live several years ago, but definitely want to start back, jumping on the live stream with you guys to share with you some amazing tools that I recently created to help just, people just like you, Etsy sellers, scale and grow their business. And so if you're watching live today, let me know in the chat. If you have any questions, definitely drop them in here. But I definitely want to share with you the possibilities for you to really scale your designs and to really utilize some great tools to scale your designs. Now, specifically, I sell these type of digital Tumblr products here. These are extremely easy to use and to create, especially if you're selling these as a digital product here. And one of the main tools that we use obviously is AI, and you can create amazing designs with this utilizing some AI products here like Kittl, Canva, just to name a few of them. And as you can see, there's a lot of examples online with Etsy that you can see there are a ton of products here that's selling bestsellers just all over the place in regards to these designs. However, the issue that I found after coaching, hundreds of people, analyzing, several shops, and definitely speaking with those who want to get started creating a business, just don't know how to get started, I found that there's three main areas that people struggle. Number one, they struggle with actually knowing what to create, what design to focus on. Number two, how to actually create that design utilizing AI tools, and then how to actually list that product well with keywords for your titles and tags. And I'm super excited to share with you that I have created an AI tool, several AI tools within my membership that can help you actually scale your business well. And honestly, I just want to share these with you, right? I built these from scratch, utilizing some great AI softwares, and I truly believe if you're on that fence of wanting to start an Etsy business, or maybe you want to get into digital Tumblr wraps or just digital products in general with creating these type of sublimation designs, but you're not sure how to get started, I definitely want to share with you these tools that can definitely speed up your entire design process. We're just going to have a chill day today. Definitely want to walk you through how to utilize these tools live today. If you have any questions, definitely comment them. But these tools are going to help you really speed up that entire process if you are on the fence with creating these type of Tumblr wrap designs. And so if you do want to get access to my membership and access to all of these tools I'm talking about today that can help you, definitely speed up your design process and scale your designs with Etsy, make sure you check out my comment section below. Check out the chat below as well. So we're jumping into my membership, right? Shameless plug. This is my membership, my paid Etsy community. We have over 100 members in the membership right now. They're all learning and growing and scaling their business. And I definitely want to share exactly what they have access to, so you can see the possibilities in regards to what you can have access to as well. So all the way down in my membership here, I have these little areas where I share with my community different type of tools they can use for their business. And I'll walk you through all of these tools here. Really the main three: the prompt AI, the niche finder, and the Etsy Smart SEO, which I'm super excited to share with you. So number one problem that people have, like I said before, is that they don't know what product to create. But within our membership, we have created a very easy tool for you to find over 100 niches, right, of top trending designs you can sell. This is what we call our niche finder. So essentially what you can do here is focus on a niche for a t-shirt, or you can focus on a Tumblr wrap niche. We have 100 niches right now. We're adding many things to them, but this tool definitely breaks down all of the main niches in the t-shirt space and breaks it down in very easy categories for you to explore the opportunities of creating designs. Remember, we don't want to create things we think will sell well, right? Because no one's going to buy those things that we want. We would definitely want to create products that's based upon the best sellers, based upon popular nouns, based upon what the market says they want to buy. And that's where we are able to make sales, because we are able to find these micro niches that we can start creating designs for. And this niche finder helps you find those micro niche audiences very quickly here and actually find all the best sellers within that space. So essentially what we can do here is jump into a t-shirt category here. We can hover over the main niche here is animals, but in this niche we see there are 10 sub niches we can design for. So you can simply click on this here, and now you see all of the huge opportunities. We can start creating and designing products. And when you click on the link here, the cool thing about this that we actually baked into this tool here is that it's going to take you to all the bestsellers and popular nows on Etsy. Again, it's not going to take you to the entire dog lover t-shirt. It's going to take you just to best-selling products. It's going to share with you all of the winning designs, and then I'll share with you the next step you can do to actually recreate that yourself. So this is truly a time saver. So if I open up this here, it's going to walk us through all of the top selling products within the dog niche. Again, we're just focusing on t-shirts here, and as you can see, it's nothing but best sellers coming up. We definitely filter through all of the products on Etsy just to share with you the best selling products, which again, this speeds up the entire research process because everything you see here is obviously making sales. And we can go back here again. Maybe if we want to create something with a butterfly on it, again, some people would not have ever thought about creating something in a butterfly niche. But again, this is why the niche finder is so important, because we focus on those main niches that can help drive sales of your products. As you can see here, it brought up the butterfly shirt niche, and you can see all of the major products selling here. So truly a time saver when you are struggling with understanding what type of products do I need to create. Now, the cool thing about this is, say if we find something within the t-shirt niche, and let's just say, or the t-shirt category, and let's just say we want to go down a little bit further and we want to find maybe some hobbies and interests. We can see here that there is a gardening niche we can focus on. Same thing as we did before. We can open this up and see nothing but best-selling products, and this is going to be extremely helpful when we are creating our design. So huge time saver there. Now, finding designs is one thing, right? Finding best-selling products, doing your product research is one thing. But the other side of this is actually finding ways to create it. And if you've been spending time with AI and you have been, trying to create products yourself, but trying to move over to AI, it could be a challenge if you don't know what words you need to add to the prompt. And essentially what AI does here is that, for instance, here, if I head over to Kittle will give us an opportunity for us to utilize the AI tools, and we can definitely put in here a prompt for a design that we want to sell. The problem is, however, and maybe you've been on that fence dealing with this problem, is that you found a product that is selling well. For instance, if I go to this product here, again, we can see this is a best-selling product. Again, this product's selling well. Everbee is even telling us it's sold 45 times just in the last 30 days. So obviously this design is selling well. But if you found a design like this, the struggle might be, okay, but what prompt do I give my AI tool, so that it can create a similar style design? And this is where we came up with our next tool here, where we call Prompt AI, or Creative Prompt AI. And essentially what this does is that you can upload any mock-up image you found on Etsy, Pinterest, Amazon, Target, Walmart. Wherever you find a photo of the product, you can come to Creative Prompt AI tool within our membership. And the only thing you have to do here is just simply copy the mock-up photo and paste it into our analyzer tool. In our AI software that we built from the ground up will scan the entire image. It's only going to focus on the design, which is so huge, right? Because I spend time, playing with many image to text generators, and they talk about the entire image. They talk about it's on a shirt, a blue shirt. It is have a female wearing the t-shirt, and so it brings up the entire description of the mock-up photo, but it doesn't isolate the design. In our Creative Prompt AI tool, it simply isolate the design to bring up the color, the composition, the style, the text, and it gives you a creative AI prompt so you can start utilizing that in your Etsy shop. And we baked into the system to make sure it gives us a variation of a design, which again is the whole point of you selling these type of products, following best-selling ideas here. We don't want to be a carbon copy of what's here. We want to create a variation. And the cool thing about AI is that it would never produce the same design twice. But the issue that I found people are having is They don't know what to put into AI, right? They don't know what to put into Kittle or Canva or Ideogram or go and hop over to My Designs. They don't know what to put in that little prompt box to get a similar style design, which is the reason why we created this. And the cool thing about this is today, we're just going to do this with one image, but you can do this with up to 10 images in our bulk feature, where you can see here, you can literally, maximize the opportunities with your prompts by just simply pasting in here your design you found, and it is going to give you a prompt. So super excited here with you. If you're watching me live, definitely leave your questions. If you have any questions about what we're talking about today, about selling on Etsy, I definitely want to help you there. So for instance here, if we found that this design here is selling well, cool thing about this is that only thing we have to do here is right click. I'm using a PC, so all my PC people out there, I'm right clicking on my mouse. I'm simply, selecting copy image. And now I'm able to head back over to my membership, go to my image to text generator here. I'm simply going to paste this right in here. And now I have that exactly pasted in here. So now I'm going to generate description. And what this is going to do is that it is going to give me a description, a creative description of the product. Again, not the sweatshirt that's on a background that's wood. It's just going to extract the design. This is a huge game changer, and I hope y'all catch this, because this is how a non-graphic designer can compete with the best. Because again, if you were to try to create this on your own, it will be a struggle. I mean, come on, can we be honest? It will be a struggle trying to be creative ourselves in regards to what type of prompt we should give whatever tool you're using. But with the creative prompt tool, it extracts the design. And notice here how nothing in the prompt is talking about a sweatshirt. I'm not seeing a sweatshirt in here. I'm not seeing a t-shirt in here. I'm not seeing nothing in here related to the overall physical product, but I do see things related to the design. It's bringing in the overall style, is identifying the bouquet, it's identifying the colorful flowers here, it's identifying just the overall orange round circle, and most importantly, it identified the text. We made sure to create this to pull out just not the design with colors, but the text, the font style, where the text is, numbers, just to make it easier for you. So the cool thing about this is that all you have to do with this tool, and if you have any questions, you can definitely drop them into the chat. All you have to do here is hit copy, head over to a tool like Kittle. And again, we're doing this live, so if you know anything about AI sometimes is funny. So hey, I'm doing this live with you, but I just want to share with you in a live setting what you can do with this for your business. So we're going to jump in to Kittle, head over to their AI tool. So how I do that, simply go over to the Kittle AI button. I'm going to select Ideogram. Why is that? Because we have a lot of text on our product here, and we're doing this live together, my friends. I'm simply going to paste in what the tool gave me. I'm not going to select any major clip or images, just simply hit generate, and together, as you're watching with me, we're going to see what we get as a result. Again, I'm doing this live with you. No smoke and mirrors here. This is what you would experience if you were doing this yourself. So we'll see what we get. I don't know. We'll see what we get. And as you can see here, that came out extremely well. I mean, can we just get a applause to the AI tool here? I mean, could you imagine creating this yourself and the struggle it would be to get the circle right, to get the text right, to get the wheelbarrow right, to get the flowers right? And all it did was scan this image here and gave us a variation of the design. Is it the same thing? No, it's not the same thing. Is it a variation? Absolutely yes. So this to me is a game changer, especially when you're talking about creating this in bulk, creating 10 prompts just like this. I mean, we're talking about finding a winning design that's making 45 sales a month, right? And utilizing a tool that gave us a variation of a design that obviously we know is selling well. We can hit generate again. If you've been using AI tools, you know that if I hit generate again, it's never going to give me the same design twice. That's so cool about AI. It's already going to give us another variation. But here's the point that I want to bring to you, right? Say if we don't want to copy what's here or create a variation of what's here. Here is what we added this week. That's why I'm going live with you, because I want you to see what my members have access to. And again, if you want to get access to all the tools I'm talking about today, I have the link that you can join my membership. 7 days free. You can get all access to these tools 7 days absolutely for free, no charge at all in those 7 days. So let's just say, for instance, we found this designed to do well. We have a prompt on here, but let's just say we want to edit the prompt and make it our own. We can simply hit edit here. Go to my second screen, hit edit here, and now we can literally go into the actual prompt and change out anything in that prompt, take words out, add words in here. If we had any, maybe it brought up some extra words that's on the mockup and we don't want it to capture that word, we can simply, again, just simply erase anything and actually add our own prompt there or change the prompt in real time. And then if it's done, we'll save it, and then we can copy the prompt as we did here. See how it just copied, and then we can just keep rolling and create another product. So this is huge. We definitely want to give that opportunity for you to make changes in real time as a human if you're finding any of those problems. And so again, thank y'all for joining me live. I see a couple people here. The Invisible Man is here with us today, so thank you so much for joining us. Now, here's the part that I personally think is a game changer. We have baked in here a creative chat prompt that you can tell our chat prompt what changes you want to make, what remix to the prompt you want to make, simply by changing it up a little bit here. So simply all we have to do here is that we can say if we don't want this to be about plants, say we want this to be about dogs, all I'm going to do here is just say make this about dogs. That's it. I'm not going to make anything else than that. I'm not going to add any more words. I'm simply going to tell the creative chat remix box is to make this about dogs. And what you're going to see here when I hit send, it's going to grab the same aesthetics. It's going to grab the same theme. It's going to grab the same colors. It's going to grab the same palette. It's going to take the prompt here and remix it, remembering everything that it looks like, remix it, and to make this about dogs. So let's just check out the prompt in itself. Notice here how it still have the cartoon style, have the vibrant graphics, still have the wheelbarrow, still have the bouquet of colorful something here, colorful dog theme. Now we just changed it, dog theme flowers here. Again, it's just remixing what we already gave it, still following the same contrast, is the same theme, the same colors. This is huge in my opinion. But notice what it did here. It changed the words to be focused on a dog. I'll be in my doghouse, right? Because it already learned that this is something about I'll be in my office focusing on a gardener. And so if you're focusing on a person who loves dogs, then the creative prompt chat brought in a popular phrase that could be relatable to someone who loves dogs. Make it about dogs. I'll be in my doghouse. And it still kept everything the same. Now we're going to do this live together. We're going to see how we can change this even more. But again, we're going to hit copy. We're going to jump back over into Kittle together. I'm going to erase the original prompt that we had here. I'm going to put the remix prompt in here together, and we're going to see what we get as a result. I'm doing this live with you because I want to share with you the experience you would have if you're trying to utilize these tools, and definitely trying to remix the prompt just like I'm sharing with you here. And I guess Kittle is taking some time as we're live together. But you got to have, you definitely got to love these lives, right? I guess you'll have a problem with Kittle too if it's coming up with an issue. But look at what it did. I think that is fantastic. Notice here how it brought up the same wheelbarrow. Notice here how it brought up that yellow circle, right? Notice here how it still brought up the plants that we talked about in the original design. But notice how some of the plants kind of look like dog prints, right? Dog paws. But more importantly, notice how we just simply said to the creative AI tool, only thing we said was make this about dogs. And now you took a popular design that's obviously making, what do we say here, 45 sales in the last 30 days. And now you're taking that popular design and bringing that over into a different niche for the dog lover, maybe a person who loves flowers too. And you're creating a brand new design, all because you said make this about dogs. And what we gathered here was the same design, the same style we know to make money, to make sales, and it changed the entire text. We didn't have to do this manually. It did this automatically here. And this saves us so much time. We said, make this about dogs. It brought in a popular phrase, and I thought that was cool. That was cool. Now, let's just say, for instance, here, if we want to go further, and maybe we like what we have here, we like this dog theme, but let's just say, you know, I don't know, give me another phrase, right? Maybe we want to tell the AI to give us another phrase. So we're definitely going to put that here. So we're going to tell the AI tool here, give me another phrase about dogs. And that's all we're going to do here. Give me another phrase about dogs. I'm going to hit send. And what it's going to do is it's going to remember the style. It's going to remember the wheelbarrow. It's going to remember the flower. It's going to remember all that. And it's just going to give me another phrase about dogs. And not to bore you, but if you notice here, it gave us another phrase about dogs. Who let the dogs out? Now, obviously, we got to go beyond AI and make sure there's nothing trademarking in those terms. But again, we're just talking about changing the entire design by just a simple phrase. Give me another phrase about dogs. I'm going to copy that here, and I'm going to go back into the creative prompt tool, plug in this in Kittle. Again, I'm doing this all live with you here, right? This is all live with us. And to me, this is a game changer. Let me know where you're watching from as we're waiting together. I would, definitely put my chat on next time on the screen. But let me know this is helpful to you in any way. Again, and notice what we got here. Okay, this is huge. It remembered the wheelbarrow. It remembered the flowers, more specifically in dog print, like we talked about before. It remembered the circle line, and it brought in the popular phrase without us adding any text. Who let the dogs out? This is a brand new shirt, a brand new phrase we can definitely add to our product. So huge in my opinion. So huge in my opinion. And let's just say if we want to go crazy, I'm doing this live with you, go crazy here. And let's just flip this really quick on the AI. Let's just say, make this about fish. I don't know. We're just going to go wild here. Make this about fish. So now it's going to give us a new prompt following the same design style. And notice here how it says fish bowl filled with a variety of colorful fish and flowers, because that's the original prompt. Shades of blue, purple, silver. And notice how it gave us some words here that's in line with somebody who wanted this to be about fish. Splash, splash, right? Splish, splash. We're going to hit copy again. And all I'm just sharing with you in real time, y'all, creating designs don't have to be difficult, especially if you jump into my membership and get access to all these tools. Again, this can definitely change the game for you. And so we're talking about going in and finding, look at all the opportunities now. And we've got to really think creative. Hence the name of the product I created, Creative Prompt AI. All right. I want you to be creative and say, man, what could this shirt be? All right. Let's root for each other. Right. It makes 65,000 sales. What could I do with this shirt to make it more different than anything else we've seen? And we know we can make it different because we can plug this into the prompt tool. It's going to give us the actual prompt for the design. The only thing we got to do is just tell it what needs to change. Give a little remix to it here. And this is what we gather as a result. Again, it brought in those colors that's focused on the fish, right? Rightfully so. We're not going to make this brown, right? We're not going to make this green because it's not tied to a fish if it's like that. But notice here, it brought in what the AI believed to be appropriate colors for this new theme here. Splish, splash. This in itself can be a t-shirt. Obviously, we have flowers inside of the design with the fish in here. And so I think that personally, I think this is a game changer. I think this can be extremely helpful. I think this can be beneficial to anybody that's trying to create designs but having a tough time. Jump into my membership, 7 days, absolutely for free. I think this can be extremely helpful for you. Now, the next part of this is that great. We have a little live. I'm here with you. Let me just show you something here. Say if we want to get back to our original place, because everything we've been changing has been based upon the most recent prompts. The cool thing about this is I can go up here. I can toggle this button, make changes to the latest prompt in my chat, or make changes to the original. I can toggle this on, and we make sure that you always have the option to go back to the original text, right? Go back to the original description and make some changes there. So let's just say, for instance, I want to make some changes, right? I know if I add anything here, it's going to change the original text. I can make this about cats, make this about books, make this about coffee and books, whatever your niche is, you can definitely explore those opportunities. But I believe this is huge, right? When we're talking about trying to create products, and I'll have a separate video where we'll go into all these type of niches and see what we can do, how far we can go and create brand new products we can explore. Now, here's the thing. We talked about finding niches with the, as I put it back up here, we talked about finding niches with the niche finder, right? Now it's no more guessing game, right? To knowing what sells well. Jump into my membership, go into the niche finder. I give you all of the major niches here. I give you all the top designs. Again, we go to sports and fitness. Again, we see tennis. Who would have thought to make a tennis shirt? Okay, great. If I did think about creating a tennis shirt, how do I know which ones to make? Well, everything on here is a best-selling product, right? As we talked about before. So that saves so much time here. So we find our product, right? That's one struggle solved. Now we're talking about how do we create our product? Well, Creative Prompt AI just showed us there's huge opportunities of simply copying a mock-up photo and definitely bringing in some creative prompt styles here to make it even better. This is the aha moment. This is like helpful to you. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the chat. I definitely want to know if this is helpful to you guys. So definitely take a mock-up image from Amazon, Pinterest, Etsy, Walmart, Target, wherever you can find a mock-up photo, plug it in. You get the creative prompt. But the third thing I personally found, y'all let me know in the chat if this is your struggle too. I'm looking at my screen here because I see the chat, but let me know if this is your struggle too. How many of us struggle with creating SEO, right? How many of us struggle with truly creating, a strong title and tags? How many of you are just not confident in creating a title tag structure that is proven to make sales, right? So this is what we're going to do here. One of the things I teach my members is to create these type of Tumblr wrap designs. I have a whole course on this, have an 80 video course walking you through exactly how to create these Tumblr wraps. My students have taken this course. They were able to see major results because I cover things that can be extremely helpful for you. And those who took my course, gravitate to all the things I'm talking about, was able to make major sales, right? Able to make major sales. And again, this is just not something I'm talking about here. And I'll share with you in real time the people that got started very early, but have made, a lot of sales here. I'll go to my screen. One of our members here started the course, right? Took the digital Tumblr course, the 80 video course, very comprehensive, opened up her shop Friday, April 4th, Monday, April 7th, at 23 listings and received her first sale, right? April 8th, received 2 more sales. We're talking about somebody who opened up their shop a couple of days and already gaining sales because they're following the system that I taught them. And I'm just teaching you how to create these type of designs, how to be more creative in regards to making them your own, which I think is a huge win in my regard. Here's another member here, and I'm blocking out names for privacy here. Here's a member here who took that same course, jumped into the membership, and said this, right? 100 days in to the Tumblr wrap journey, just past 500 sales, 3 bestsellers, now a star seller. Obviously, she's just thanking me for the guidance. Like, I want to guide you as well. And can't wait to see what the future holds because they jumped into my membership, jumped into my course. They learned my exact strategy, how to create mockups, how to create titles, how to find top selling products, how to, every mockup that Etsy gives you. Believe it or not, you need to use every mockup photo they give you. But every mockup photo needs to communicate something. It needs to communicate something huge, right? And so I teach them what they need to have on every mockup photo because they have to communicate a key value point here. So just want to share with you again what my members have said. If you want to jump into the membership, it's there. You can jump on, learn with us, grow with us. Those who are in the membership will obviously get a major discount for the course. So definitely want to share that with you here. So let's just say, for instance, again, we created a design. We have a product that we definitely want to sell. We definitely, create a mock-up, as you can see here. But the question might be, okay, that's great. I got my product. I know what I'm selling. But then we come to this SEO struggle. Sometimes there's a struggle, and I definitely found a title structure that can help anyone be visible and have the potential to gain sales if you follow all my system. But just specifically for keywords, there is a title and tag structure that I found to work. And the cool thing about this is I had a lot of my members ask me, how do you create your titles and tags? I had a whole video on it. but sometimes, being realistic, we still struggle. That's why I spent a couple of hours creating what I call smart SEO, right? And all this is available for you in the membership, right? Get started 7 days free. You got that link there. I created something called smart SEO. And for the first round of smart SEOs, we're just focusing on Tumblr wraps. We have plans to do more for t-shirts, for SVG products that can be placed on t-shirts or Tumblr wraps. Well, we're already doing Tumblr wraps, but coffee mugs, sweaters, and all those type of things my members are asking me for. I definitely create things for them because I'm here to serve them well. That is my main model. I want to serve well. So that's why all these things are made, because I want them to have full access to build the best SEO titles and tags. So let me walk you through this. I think this is kind of game changing in my humble opinion. So if you are creating a Tumblr wrap, right? And let's just say, for instance, here we are creating this type of bull type of design here, right? And we have our mockup made, but now we just need to create a prompt for it, right? The cool thing about this is that all I have to do here is go into the creative prompt tool, and all I have to do here is plug in a few words that will describe my niche. So here's some examples here. The prompt just says, tell me about your niche. The beach mom, fishing dad, dog lover, tell me about it. In our case, for this example here, something tied to a bull, tied to a wild bull, maybe a bull rider, right? And that's all I have to do here. Now I have another box here if you want to be more specific, if it's kind of like a Western type theme, or if you want to add in some floral type of aesthetics to this. But essentially, all we have to do here is put in what this is all about. It's a bull rider, it's a wild bull, and just for our example today, let's put the word Western in here, as that could be something that is definitely tied to our niche. So we're going to put Western here. Only thing we did here was put just simple words: bull rider, wild bull, Western, to exemplify what this is. Again, we're going to create this for a Tumblr wrap, and all I have to do here is hit generate. That quick, generate that quick. And it already gave us an example. Here we have variation 1, title, variation 2, title. This is following my structure of titles and tags that works well. And then we have tags here. Now, sometimes the AI struggles the first time around, just be honest with you. This is definitely in beta, but it's doing pretty good in beta, but it definitely struggles. And I have created a structure. I created a rule that I told the AI to follow. And if you are finding that, like this here, definitely not following my rule here, because I talk about my rule being it needs to be a micro niche term tied to a product category keyword, and then a micro niche term tied to a product category keyword. That's why I'm doing this live with you. If it's not doing that, we plugged in a button here. The only thing you have to do is hit regenerate, and it's going to restructure. I'm doing this live with you, by the way. It's going to restructure the title to follow my rule that I know works well. It needs to be a micro niche phrase, bull rider, tied to a product category word like Tumblr wrap. It needs to be a micro niche word like cowboy, Tumblr, and then it needs to be tied to a, again, micro niche key phrase that we have here. And notice here how I did not even put into the words we're using here, rodeo, but it knew enough about my niche that the AI thought to put in rodeo, because that might be extremely helpful to showcase, again, what this product is. And we made sure to use all 140 characters because we want to maximize our reach as best as possible. So as you can see here, this gets us about 80 to 90% of the way there when we're trying to create titles, again, specifically for this product here, a Tumblr wrap. We got 80 to 90% of the way there, all by simply putting in here a couple of words to relate what our product is, right? And so the cool thing about this is, say for instance, if we have some words that we don't want the AI to put in there, again, we can click edit. Maybe if I don't want to put Tumblr art here, I just want to put cowboy, I can go ahead and erase this area here and save it. And now that is a winning title. That is something I can definitely create. Again, we were able to get 80 to 90% of the way there with creating a top winning title that could be extremely well. So same thing as we did before. Maybe if variation 2 title is not doing well, I can hit regenerate, and now this variation is going to follow another title structure I know to work well. So the question might be, Jay, why do you have multiple title variations? Because here's the thing, you don't know which design is going to sell well, and you don't know which title is going to be great for SEO. I like to create my products in variations. So I create 3 variations of a bull rider. I create 3 variations of a wheelbarrow, dog lover shirt. I create 3 variations of a cat mom shirt because I don't know which design is going to sell well. I don't duplicate my listings. I create different variations because I don't know what's going to sell well. So I have my 3 variations for designs, and then I have my 3 variations for keywords. So that's why I have at least title variation 1, title variation 2, still following my structure of what works well. Again, for these Tumblr wraps. And we can see here, it says bull rider right here. Put my main screen on here. It's following a different trend with my title structure. Then we have a Western Tumblr wrap. We have bull rider Tumblr. Then we have a Western rodeo. And again, this gets us, like I said, between 80 to 90% of the way there. And notice here how it is cutting off words. Why is that? Because I made the AI put in as many characters as possible. And if we are getting some cutoffs here, that's why the edit button is here. We can remove this sublimation here and just leave it where it is. And boom, we have a winning title. Just that quick here, just that quick, which is a game changer. Now, same thing with the tags. I made sure that you can see how many tags we have. AI sometimes doesn't get this right the first time. That's okay. We can hit regenerate, and it's going to follow that rule of 13 tags here. In the blue is all of the main category keywords I found to work well when I create my tags for this product here. Is that if I have all of my main category keywords there, along with the micro niche phrases, as you can see that are in purple, this combination I have found to be the best when it comes down to tags, because Etsy is going to use all these category keywords in combination to our micro niche key phrases. And notice how everything is relatable to exactly what we put in here to be, a great title and tag. And just say, for instance, if you don't like what you have here, you can simply hit regenerate, and it's going to give you another set of title, right? Give you another set of title here. I can do extremely well. If I don't like that one, I can hit regenerate again, but it's always working to give me the best title. And notice here, we hit regenerate. It has 134 characters, and this right here is a fully complete winning title. Bull Rider Tumblr wrap, Western 20-ounce skinny Tumblr design, Bull Rider Tumblr wrap, PNG, rodeo Tumblr design sublimation. That is good to go for this type of product. I'm talking about getting 80 to 90% of the way there. This is definitely, to me, a game changer. We can hit copy here, add this to our Etsy titles and tags, and be set to go. So that is amazing to me. Now, one of the things we definitely added here, as I close, we're finishing up our time, and if you have any questions, now's a great time to ask a question here. But we put in the option for you to actually upload your own design, in the AI tool, right? The smart SEO will look at your design. It will grab some keywords for you that is believing to showcase your product. And then from there, you're able to create titles and tags by not putting any micro niche words in here. You can create titles and tags just by uploading an image, just the file of your product, and it can do extremely well there. So even though it says maximum 1 megabyte, don't worry about that. We definitely can upload well above 1 megabyte here. So the only thing I'm going to do here is jump into one of my designs I have saved on my computer. And we'll do this for, try to find that same bull riding one. If not, we'll definitely use another one here. And if you have any questions, definitely now is the time before we close out our time together. All right, so we're definitely going to use a different product here, but the same process is going to be the same as you see here. So let's just say, for instance, here, if we're working with this cat shirt, I'm doing this live with you. Here's my design I'm creating for my Tumblr wrap. I can see it says best cat dad ever. Again, I see all these type of colors in here. And what the tool is going to do is look at the design, and the AI is going to do its best to extract the design here. Again, we're doing this live. Never did this design before, but we'll do this live so you can see in real time what you will have to do as well. If I want to put in some additional things manually, I can. But for today's example, for this Tumblr wrap that says best cat dad ever, again, we're focused on Tumblr wraps. I'm just going to hit generate and see what we get as a result. Now, again, the first time AI does this, it's going to struggle. I'm just going to be real with you, right? That's why it's in beta. It's going to struggle. So one thing I just want to note here is that look at what it grabbed here. It grabbed all of these descriptives of the product just simply by looking at this design, right? The AI was able to utilize some very small niche phrases that could describe this, and more importantly, it brought up even the text in here so we can see what it is. It brought up the colors, it brought in cat dad theme. Again, this is the niche phrases this smart SEO has grabbed just from the design, here. So I think that right there is extremely helpful. Now, again, just to be clear, when you do this for the first time with images, sometimes it struggles with getting the variations right. With the title, that's why we hit regenerate here. And notice how, as you can see here, it has now created for us a title that fits in with our structure. Cat fist bump, silhouette Tumblr wrap, cat dad, 20-ounce skin Tumblr sublimation, best cat dad ever, bringing in that text, Tumblr wrap, PNG, sunset cat, and it's trying to add in as many characters as possible. I can go in here and manually change it. Maybe if I don't want to put Tumblr, I can just simply put wrap and hit save, and boom, that's a winning title. I did not have to put any words in here. All this was grafted and created simply by putting in that image, and it got the text, it got the design, it got the theme, it got who it was for, and it utilized that title structure to get us, again, 80 to 90% of the way there. This is huge if you struggle with creating, Etsy titles and tags. Same thing before. If it's not coming in right the first time, no worry, hit regenerate, and it's going to follow that structure, and then we will again have an option here to create titles and tags. Again, we can see all of the themes it's bringing in here. Definitely an opportunity for us to make some changes. Put in here cat lover wrap, and boom, that is a done title we can definitely use here. Same thing with our tags. If that's not coming up well here, we can definitely hit regenerate, but I think that came out extremely well. Again, we can see all things related to a cat. If we want to have a new set of tags, we can hit regenerate there, and we can see all those things being done, and we can simply hit regenerate again until we find a group of tags we like that fits in with our overall style. But I think this is extremely helpful. Again, we just simply upload a design, definitely got some creative niches from this, and we definitely got some title variations. So let me know if this is helpful. Again, all these things I created to help my members sell well. These things were prompted by their need, and they have access to all these tools. And again, if you want to get access to these tools as well, you can simply sign up to my Etsy membership community. Again, you click on that button, it'll kind of walk you through all the things that we offer. It is 7 days absolutely for free. You can jump in for those days, play with the tool, get some amazing design prompts, get some amazing titles, learning from the classes that we have here. We have classes all over the place here. We have classes walking you through exactly what you can learn when we are creating our titles and our tags, and learning how to design and looking at our past live stream videos. And you have access to even our calendar events. If you jump in right now, you can get access to a mini Etsy shop review absolutely for free. The last day to join my Etsy shop review is tomorrow. So if you jump into the membership today, you can get an Etsy shop review absolutely for free. This is what we do every month for our members. You can see all the past, the classes that we had, going over live trainings, classroom session type of videos. Again, all these things is focusing on what the member needs, and we're happy to share that with our members. And we have all things from our course, our profit calculator. If you're struggling with understanding what is your potential profit if you're selling digital products, we have that baked in as well. We have daily AI prompts that we have here. We have training videos, celebrating wins. Just a great community of people who are growing their sales. And I'll be so happy to have you just at least check us out, see if it's a good fit for you. Again, no risk to you. Jump in for 7 days, jump out on the 8th day. It's totally fine. I just want to share this with you. I had so much fun creating it. I had so much fun sharing it with my members, and my members are saying this is amazing. I'm like, man, let me share this with other people here and see if you are excited about this as my members are. And definitely, get in and get ready to create all these type of designs that could truly be endless, because again, you can change anything up that we have on the screen to be something brand new that could never be done before without this tool. So if you have any questions, like I said, I'm here with you live. Those who are just joining in, you can definitely catch this on the replay. But again, make sure you check out my tool. Again, Creative Prompt AI, the Niche Finder, the Smart SEO, the Etsy calculator, so you can see where you are with your sales, and all of the amazing classes in my course as well. If you do want to check out my course is there definitely as well. 80 video course to help you sell well there as well. So yeah, super excited to have you join us, and I can't wait to see your growth and your progress in our community. As always, my friends, my name is Jay, and I will see you in the next video.